So after literally 2 decades of my hair staying pretty much the same length, I decided to change things. So I grabbed me some MSM and it has been absolutely pivotal in my progress to retaining length and growing out my hair. Here's the very first clip of a video that I did here on YouTube using MSM. Can we say progress, guys? It's been amazing to take my viewers and subscribers along on a journey with me. You guys have also had amazing results using MSM in recipes. So if you're interested in recipes, doses, how often to take, benefits, things that you want to avoid, and how this all helps you to grow super strong long hair, then keep watching. I can't Hey love, it's your girl Farida, also known as Curly Proverbs. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. It's amazing to have you here with me. I am today, as you can tell by the title, going to be talking about MSM. It has literally been a miracle hair growth product in my experience. Now, I know there's gonna always be people that say, actually, there's no such thing as a miracle cure and you need to go the long way around about things. And believe you me, I am all about a holistic approach to your hair journey and your general health and beauty. But believe me when I say this stuff legit can double or triple your hair growth, your nail growth, like almost probably within 2 weeks of you beginning to take MSM. Now, I know there's always going to be doubters, so I'm going to need you to vouch for me. If you have tried it before, can you comment in the comment section below and just let people know that it is legit and it really, really does work. Also, if you have just come across it in my video, you go away, you try it, it works, come back, let me know, let the other people know so that they can also gain from the benefits. So really quickly, let me tell you how this video is going to go. First, we're going to have an introduction into the properties of MSM. Second, we're going to talk about my personal experience in using MSM in my hair journey. Third, we're going to talk about tips for how to take it and incorporate into your regimen. And the fourth thing that we are going to talk about is the dangers of using incorrect MSM or using MSM incorrectly. So the properties of MSM. MSM is basically rich in sulfur. It is known as a sulfur donor. In other words, it is a way of delivering sulfur into your body. The reason why sulfur is important is it's pretty much a component of many different proteins in your bodies, including enzymes. If you don't have sulfur, your enzymes don't function properly. Also, your nails and hair are made of keratin, and that keratin has sulfur to sulfur bonds. So you need sulfur to sulfur bonds for keratin to actually form in its correct shape and biochemical structure. So it is literally in your hair, and if you have it in abundance, you are going to grow your hair faster. Now, if you know me, if you've been around for a minute, you know that I have previously released a video on MSM, but it's really dated. The footage is really grainy, and that's why I decided to put this together and talk about my added experience since that time. So when I started my hair journey, there were 3 things that took me from being literally stagnant at collarbone length hair to growing my hair. Now it's all the way down to my bottom. And the way that I was able to go from literally 2 decades of my hair not growing past my collarbone all the way down to growing it down to my bottom is the use of henna, the use of oils in a consistent regimen, and using MSM. So in my experience, when I started taking MSM, I was able to very significantly boost the benefits of using it by taking it alongside vitamin C or taking it in an orange drink. There's lots of different vitamin C rich foods that you can take along with your MSM supplements, but I literally just put in vitamin C powder, mixed in MSM powder, put in my water and some OJ, and I drank it that way. And I have to say, using vitamin C really did boost its properties. Now, I found that MSM caused my hair to grow so much faster. Like, I'm talking more than doubled my hair growth, and there have been some women who said that it has tripled their hair growth. So my hair growth went from half an inch a month to a bit over an inch in a month's time. So that is, you know, really above double its normal growth rate. I also found that it made my nails like really strong, and whenever I would increase the dose, I could notice again an increase in the strength, the length of my nails. And I also had to shave my legs more often, pluck my eyebrows more often. I found that my eyelashes started to grow in so much thicker. So overall, I found a lot of benefits. However, and this kind of ties into what I'm going to talk to you about at the end, I found that when I was taking the pill form, that I actually gained weight. And this has got to do with fillers that are put into some MSM supplements. That's why you have to be really careful as to the ones that you take. By the way, this is not sponsored by a specific MSM company. This is in no way affiliated with any brands, but I will link some good, what I would deem to be good standards of purity MSM in the description box below, so that you can check it out if you're interested in getting a good brand of MSM. Now, the reason that MSM actually works crazy well is not only is it a constituent of the keratin which makes up your hair and your nails, and not only does it work to produce collagen, it also functions to keep your hair in the growth phase. So your hair goes through these phases. It goes through growth, rest, shed. So what MSM does is it actually keeps your hair in that growth phase for much longer. And then it goes into its normal rest and then shedding. It is legitimate. It is legit. I can vouch for it. It's legitimately friggin' bomb. Like, actually, like a miracle. Like, I hate to use that term because, you know, it's like overused, but girl, you guys need to testify below, just so people know that I'm speaking the truth. So here are my top tips for how to take it. I would suggest that you take a vitamin C with it. I would also say that you start with really small doses, regardless of what it says on the container. So for example, my container was saying use a quarter or half a teaspoon of MSM. Let me tell you something. When I did that, the migraine I got from doing that was not even funny. Like, it was insane. You need to start with a really small amount, and you want to get yourself a proper measuring spoon so that you are not guessing, oh, that looks like an eighth of a teaspoon. You need to start with an eighth of a teaspoon once a day, and you need to be crazy hydrated. I went from drinking half a liter of water when I was having headaches from this to 2 liters of water a day. That is absolutely essential to make sure you don't have headaches. Not only does it function to increase your hair growth, it also acts as a detoxifier. So everyone knows if you're detoxifying that you need to make sure that you are taking loads of water if you're detoxifying. That's the first thing. The second thing I would say is that you can actually apply it topically. I would strongly suggest that you put it into an oil and apply it topically. Now, if you are coloring your hair, you would want to use the next thing with caution. But I put MSM and vitamin C into an oil with fenugreek, add in your rosemary, add in your lavender, add in your peppermint, throw in some castor oil, girl. I have a recipe on this. I'm gonna link it so you can check it out. But let me tell you something. The testimonials I have gotten from people on using it in that formulation, literally people have reversed alopecia. they have reversed thinning and balding. Now, balding is a really complex thing and it has several different causes, and depending on your cause, it may or may not help you. But it is worth giving it a try, because I have had amazing testimonials. I'm going to leave some of them on the screen. There was a period of time in which I was selling this particular oil. So yeah, it really has made a difference in a lot of people's hair growth game using it in an oil. So you can actually apply it topically with the vitamin C in tow. But of course, applying it topically is definitely boosted by taking it internally as well. So start with 1/8 of a teaspoon, then do that in the morning or in the evening, whichever you prefer. Then whichever point in the day you're using it, let's say you're using it in the morning, then next time you want to increase your dose, you want to go for 1/8 of a teaspoon in the evening. Right, so now you're taking 1/4 of a teaspoon. Then you want to increase one of those doses either in the evening or the morning dose, and then the other. You want to build up. Each time you're increasing the dose, you are increasing the impact, and you are going to see more and more hair growth and nail growth, and hopefully improvements to your skin and recovery time from going to the gym, etc. Then the last thing you want to do is you want to bring the morning dose and the evening dose together. Now you can take it in the evening. Your body rests in the evening, repairs and does a lot of growing in the evening. So I would recommend that you take that dose together in the evening, making sure that you drink a good amount of water before you go to bed and a good amount of water when you wake up in the morning. And if you wake up in between, of course, take sips of water before going back to sleep. Let me tell you something, that combination dose, girl, you will thank me later. You will thank me later. Now here's the danger when you are taking MSM. People have cottoned on to the fact that this stuff is like precious. It's like friggin' gold. Literally amazing. So they've been increasing their profit margins by using bulking agents. I mentioned earlier that I actually gained weight taking the tablet form because of the bulking agents that were in there. When I took a break and came back and I used the powder form, then I found that I did not have that issue. Now, this is the grades of purity that you can have. Tablets, not so pure. Still works, but not so pure. Powder form, they tend to be more pure. And then if you can find the form that is like in small flakes or granular form, like literally looks like broken crystals of the flake, not looking just like a powder, then that is probably going to be a very good version of MSM. The other thing I would say is if it's insanely bitter, like MSM is naturally bitter, but if it's insanely bitter, then you've probably got a whole load of filler. I'm going to link some 99% pure MSM versions that I have found below that will help amazingly. Now, because MSM also functions as a detoxifier, I would definitely speak to my doctor before taking it, and just make sure that you get the go ahead from your doc with taking it. That's the first thing. The second thing I would say is also make sure, like for me, I'm a breastfeeding mum at the moment. I have taken a break from taking MSM because it detoxifies, and I don't want toxins leaving my body, going into my milk, going into my baby. There have been people out on the internet who said it's perfectly safe to take when pregnant and when you're nursing, but I need journal information. I need my pharmacist, my doctor to tell me that it's okay. And I asked my pharmacist, and my pharmacist said there are not enough studies. I cannot say yay or nay. And I know a lot of the time people do just on the side of caution, because people don't mess. If you're pregnant, they don't mess. If you're breastfeeding, they are not going to tell you something is safe if there aren't any journals, and I am not going to tell you that it's safe if there aren't any journals out there. So you just chill, get your doctor to give you the thumbs up, just even if you're not breastfeeding and pregnant, just get a thumbs up from your doctor, because it really is powerful, potent stuff. So if you are not following me already over on my Instagram, please be sure to do so. I try to post if I'm doing a Q&A or whatever. I try and post and keep you guys updated on any and everything that is going on. If everyone watching hit this video with a thumbs up, like, I would massively, massively appreciate it. It would tell YouTube that this content is worth seeing, and it would allow more people to actually see it. And also it tells me, hey, this is the kind of stuff that they want to see more of. If you want to see a video on like maybe my top 5 supplements or nutritional things for increasing hair growth, then yeah, do holler, let me know in the comments section below. So much love for you guys. Thank you so much for your love on my last video. Again, if you've not seen it, make sure you check it out. 50k views for me in 5 days, or nearly 50k views for me in 5 days, is like mega. So I really, really appreciate it. And if you did like that video, can you let me know below what you liked about that video in particular, so that I can replicate it, because I did try a few different new things in that video. Much love. See you in the next one.